Jags, I'm Allison bringing you At Home with TJTV. To start off, here's Gideon with some information about schools reopening in Elk Grove.
A group of highly concerned Elk Grove parents are starting to make their own nonprofit after they said that parents have largely been cut out from the decision-making processes to reopen back schools. The EGSD board met on Tuesday night. One of the topics they discussed were cover options for reopening schools. However, outside the building, a lot of concerned parents were protesting, calling for the schools to reopen up. Sean Mitchell, who is a leader for the EGSD Parent Coalition, says they already have about 1,500 parents in the nonprofit organization. The state's fifth largest school district was among the first districts in California to shut down schools and move to distance learning. But they're disappointed that the district failed to go through the state's waiver application process to allow elementary schools to reopen in-person learning. Coalition is composed of some parents who know how to help guide the district move faster to reopen schools. The coalition is holding signs chanting, cheering, and getting honks from people driving by to get their kids back to school in person. Parents and students demonstrating outside the school district office said that kids' education are hurting nearly a year into learning solely at distance.
That's good to know. Next, here's Matthew talking about the elevated chemicals in Elk Grove soil.
A toxic substance survey of the land has detected elevated levels of chemicals harmful to humans. In properties such as this is which agricultural land, there is bound to be things in the soil. Elk Grove Unified School District spokesman Sorso said this hazardous substance leads to pesticide. Arsenic was found in amounts more than 4 times higher than the maximum background levels. Driver crash in Sacramento fire station runs off. Investigations say sites provide an increased cancer risk, future exposure likely to pose human health risk and hazard. Reporting for TJTV, I'm Matthew.
Tips on preventing seasonal allergies. Spring is back, and not only are blooming plants and warm weather coming along with it, but seasonal allergies are too. They can be a huge pain, so listen here for a few tips to help prevent and lessen the symptoms. First off, it's recommended to stay home on dry and windy days. Keep in mind that after a day of raining, pollen is cleared from the air. If you've been outside for a while, it's a good idea to change your clothes and take a shower to remove pollen from your body. In addition, keeping the air in your house clean is a big help. You can invest in a filter or clean the floors of dust by vacuuming often. But in some cases, the runny nose, sneezing, and watery eyes get the best of us. That's when it's smart to use some type of allergy medication. Hopefully with a handful of these tips, seasonal allergies will be easier to battle. Keep those tips in mind. Now before I go, here's a quick message from Emily about the end of Term 3 and the start of Term 4.
A little over a week ago, Term 3 ended. We worked very hard throughout that term, and we got a much-deserved break. Thank you all for being safe, respectful, and responsible. Keep it up this term. You got this, Jags.
Looking for a good book series to read? Well, Atlantis Stories might be a good choice for you. It's about a pair of twins who accidentally travel to a fairy tale world through their grandma's storybook. They try to find a way home while overcoming many obstacles along the way. Make sure you check out this book series by Chris Colfer. There are 6 books in the series total.
And that wraps it up for today's show. Tune in tomorrow for more stories and information from our homes to yours on At Home with TJTV.